I've heard quotes throughout the years that I really enjoy, but there's no nobler cause than the cause for the fight for humanity, to protect those who can't protect themselves. And that's what this job really is about to me.
Well, I moved up here to write a book, and one of the central characters in my book is a local sheriff. I always research everything that I do. I spent time on a submarine during the Hunt for Red October, and that's an experience I don't care to repeat. But I always research everything, and so I wanted to find out what was the difference between police officers here and police officers in LA. I was really impressed with how these people are isolated, and yet at the same time, they do have modern equipment. They got the best equipment in the world. I just thought it was really cool. The other thing about it that makes this job so unique is the interrelationship between the individual officers and the community. Even the bad guys know the good guys, and everybody seems to be on a first-name basis. And if something bad happens, there isn't that reluctance that there is, for instance, in Los Angeles. I don't want to call it cops. I mean, that's a whole. The police are much more involved in the community, and they're much more involved in community relations.
The public, the citizens and the visitors of Lincoln County, they're our customers. When you provide a service, just like any other business, you want to provide good customer service, excellent customer service if you can, and we really strive to do that.
We want people to speak highly of the Sheriff's Office. We want people to tell their neighbors what a professional organization the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office is.
Customer service is our widget, and it's what we provide, and I think we do a very good job at it.
Absolutely, they have, because I see it in the way that the community members talk about them. They see more, they're more visible, they are out in the community, they're making contact with people.
Having a progressive animal shelter in our community, I think, is really important. There are so many people in Lincoln County that care really deeply about their own pets and making sure that the animals in our community have a safe place to go.
I think we're a premier agency, well known throughout the state of Oregon for our professionalism, our courtesy with the staff, with the public, and even the citizens that are arrested for making mistakes.
Well, we have a strategic plan that's been in place. It's available on our website, and in that it identifies core objectives for each of our divisions, and with those divisions, each of the units. And we have performance measurements that are built into those core objectives, that we know that we are successful when we reach a level of 90% satisfaction with the people we serve.
Our relationship with the county is incredible. What we're impressed with is their dedication to the safety of kids, and that's their number one priority. Once or twice a year they come into our health class and they bring local inmates in there and trying to teach our kids not to make bad decisions. And they come in the orange jumpsuits and the handcuffs. It really shows just a couple bad decisions you can end up in jail, and it really opened up the eyes of some of our students. That's how they're proactive, and that's what makes them different than from other agencies.
We need to plan for the future. We need to reach out to the partners that are right here in the community that really want to help our community become a better place.
The process starts with our line people, with the deputies, the support staff. They're asked, what are the things you'd like to see us accomplish during the coming year? That is filtered up through the sergeants to the division commanders, and when we meet, then we put the list together for the entire sheriff's office. And then that is established so everybody sees what that identified list is, and at the end of the fiscal year, we send out another list to show what we accomplished and what we didn't accomplish.
We all have a hand in the success of the Sheriff's Office, and it's empowered us all to do the very best that we can do. We're highly motivated.
It shows in the culture of our organization. Great people, they get along, they work hard. We firmly believe it is not what we do, it is how we do it.
professional, they have integrity, they have loyalty, camaraderie.
This current sheriff is doing an excellent job and has created a team approach with his staff, and it seems to be working greatly.
Complaints from citizens are very rare, and commendations are not.
We conduct surveys as well. We've conducted 2 public surveys, as a matter of fact, to determine what level of satisfaction have we achieved in providing services in the county. And we're very, very pleased with the progress. So that's how we evaluate ourselves, and it's a continual evaluation process.
And that made us feel good, that we had an opportunity for input and that our input was listened to and our recommendations were followed. So it just says a lot about Sheriff Dotson's administration.
That was the main thing, the sense of empowerment and the sense of community involvement, which is, like I said, what I always thought law enforcement should be, but never really had experienced before. Because there's a depersonalization in a larger department. Here, everything is personal, and yet at the same time, these guys are very professional.
The work product that the Sheriff's Office delivers to the District Attorney's Office is premium. It is some of the best work, detective work and police work that we see. If I had to come up with one word to describe the Sheriff's Office, that word would be professional.
It always amazes me the level of professionalism.
They are a truly professional organization.
Just an outstanding department.
In a larger metropolitan area, it's always been my experience that you don't talk to cops. The cops are part of the problem. They're the enemy.
When I was first incarcerated, I believed that they were my enemy and that they wanted me to stay in jail the rest of my life.
Been a member of Lincoln County for my entire life, and I felt that getting involved in law enforcement and specifically corrections would help me to give back to the community, to show them that we could take an individual into jail and turn them out into the community a better individual.
I spent a lot of time in Lincoln County Jail, probably a little less than 3 years off and on. I spent time down actually in Lincoln County Jail. 30 days here, 60 days here, 180 days there, whatever it may be. I have a pretty extensive record. I have become a really heavy methamphetamine user, and I was better just to be locked up in my cell towards the very end. There was a lot of people involved in the jail that believed that I could do something better with my life, and that was the key for me. There was people that believed in me, that made me believe in myself.
There's a real value in doing something more than just counting off minutes and days and time that they're doing. And I think that's the goal and the mindset that all of us that work here realize, that since a person is here, we want to make sure that they get access to whatever they need to make sure that they don't come back again.
They gave me the opportunity and the foundation to determine to believe in myself again and to go out and be successful. They housed me in a halfway house. They gave me a probation and parole officer that believed in me. They're my friends, and I believe in them. I'll never forget them, ever.
The jail is very well run. It was reviewed by the National Institute of Corrections. It was reviewed more recently by the Oregon Sheriff's Association. There are a lot of efficiencies in this jail that the public probably doesn't appreciate.
I see a determination, a teamwork that many organizations don't have, and they accomplish a lot of things with very limited resources.
We want our citizens to say that the deputy listened to them, that they addressed their concerns, answered their questions, and that they did what the deputy said they were going to do.
There's a sense of satisfaction when somebody has a problem, we can come out to a scene, solve it for them, and try to make everything better.
I'm hoping it'll be a positive contact, that they'll think of me in a positive light.
I work a case as if it were my own, as if it were my own family. That's how I approach it. How would I want my family to be treated? How would I want if I was a victim, what would I want the police to do?
I'm really proud of the work we do. It's challenging, and whenever I complete a challenge, I'm proud of myself.
We're providing a service to them. Whether they want us to or not, we're still providing a solid service to them, and we need to treat everybody with dignity and respect.
Pardon me for saying this, but there's something about this that is distinctly American. American in the sense of the fact that but this country became what it was because people kept pushing west and going out where nobody had been before. And they couldn't get anyone on the phone. And if somebody broke a leg, they had to learn how to set it. And there is a quality that I've noticed in these police officers of the ability to take care of themselves and handle a situation. They don't use any escalating force. They basically are involved with the community and serving the community, and they're part of the community, as opposed to like a big city police department, which is not part of the community. They're cops. These guys are more, I don't know, but they really do represent what I think is really good about the country.